Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading and commentary, and so we'll see what happens with the live trading. I'm already in trades from yesterday, so I'll go through those in a minute. So this is an hourly chart of the euro dollar, and so I'm a bit late getting started on the recording at least this morning. Um, I was out all day yesterday, and so what I did is I have the view on the euro and on the yen. We'd come down into a support zone. I'm not going to go through into too much detail of the support I was seeing. It's not so much on this chart. And so, anyway, what's happened? Obviously, the euro bounced. So I was in London all day, and I had to put orders in, otherwise I wasn't going to be in the market. So the market, when I looked at it in the morning, was up around about 136.80 or so, 80 odd. And so I took a long down here into to this zone over here. I think before I left, or maybe it was, I can't remember where it was. Oh no, it was up here at the time. I think it was into the 4 hourly bands actually, not in the hourly charts. So let's actually take this to a 4 hourly chart. I think we were just sort of sitting around in these upper bands. Oh no, it was around about 136.90, so 80, 90, something like that. And anyway, so I was in, and then it flushed down, so I got stopped out of that. And where I was in, I can't remember. I must have been around here. Anyway, so I got flushed out whilst I was out. But I put orders in. I'd stacked some orders up to buy in if price went higher. So this was yesterday here. So as price went higher yesterday, then it triggered me in, and that's something you can do when you're trading, is to say, not try and pick the low, so to speak, and just say, well, okay, if price hits a certain level, then it probably means it wants to go a bit higher beyond that, or maybe a much higher than before beyond that. So that's what I did. I put some orders in to buy in as price was going higher. So that's what happened there. So I'm in some trades there on the euro dollar. And oppositely, I put some trades in on the dollar yen. Now, the dollar yen yesterday, I was looking at the 4 hour charts actually, and I could just sort of see the potential for the let's take this to a 4 hour chart. This yen to break down, but it needed to break some levels first. So when I was looking at it, so we take it back. This is very early yesterday morning. I think we were up here somewhere, 102.30 odd. So I just put orders to sell in this zone around about 102.20, I think it was. So to trigger me in, because I could see this nice trend line here, which is being tested, but could see the potential for this to roll over and break that trend line. So so again, didn't try and get in up whilst it was still sitting up here. I wanted to see a little bit more confirmation, and that's triggered me in. So I'm in both the dollar yen and the euro dollar currently. Now the thing is with the dollar yen position, it's let's bring over the account. The things with the dollar yen position is it is let's see if we can show this. The dollar yen, and it's comfortable, and so is the euro dollar. They're both fairly comfortable, so to speak, but they're only, they're swing trades. So I could bank them, of course, but and so often it seems of late I do a video update, and and a move comes back against me. The swing that I was in last week, if I was in it last week, for sure I was. That got banked on Monday, so that was quite a nice. Quite a nice trade in the end, but yeah. So this is again similar sort of thing. Just trying to hold on to these to see if I can get more downside on the yen, and see if it's going to be upside on the euro. So because the euro dollar, it's nothing's really changed. We've had that big flush down. Let's go back to the euro dollar. It's the hourly chart still. We had this big flush down over the last couple of days, but it didn't change anything from my overall analysis. Now I might be overall wrong, and if I am, then I'll get stopped out on it. But I have to go with my overall analysis. So which is what I'm still looking for: the euro to go up to 138, and then we'll see from there. And for the dollar yen, the potential to roll down sub 101. So again, we shall see on that one. But got lots of news out today, so I suspect these markets are, and certainly the yen's probably going to sit around most of the morning until we get the US dollar news out later today. The euro could have a bit of a move this morning with the I think we've got CPI or something out today. I'll have to double check it. I was checking it this morning and I've already forgotten what it is. I think it's the is it the German. Let's have a quick look. It is yeah, CPI flash estimates. Okay, so it's likely that the euro is going to move. The pound's already having a nice move this morning, but I've already missed my opportunity on the pound. So let's go and have a quick look at the pound. So this is an hourly chart again. So we take this to a 5-minute chart, get a better perspective of what's been going on this morning. So yeah, there was opportunities there on the long side on the pound today, but I had this photo shoot yesterday, so I was busy in London all day, and so my alarm didn't go off till 7:30 this morning. So by the time I got up and turned the screens on, I was a bit late. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave that at the moment, and we're just going to see as we go through the day what crops up. So, but for now, I'm in those positions, and I want to obviously manage those positions as best I can. If they roll over, obviously, then I won't be able to do much with them. So go back to that euro dollar. If it rolls over, there won't be much I can do with it. If it goes higher, then there will be things I'll be doing with it. So we shall see. And it's the same sort of thing with the dollar yen, but the dollar yen at the moment is having a bit of a retrace. It's been lower this morning, and but I was in at 101.20, so it's down at 102.20, so it's sort of up 45 pips, but that's not what I'm looking for on this move. Stops at break even on this one. The euro dollar is a little bit more complicated because I've got multiple entries. So with the euro dollar, this one I can lose on. The dollar yen I can't lose on. So this is the one that's exposed, so to speak, at the moment. And I think it will continue to be exposed all the way up until it probably gets to 138. So we'll see about that. But anyway, I'll press pause for now. Okay, so I'm just back. It's just coming up to 10 a.m. We've got this European information out, the CPI data out. So I don't know how it's going to move around the markets or whatever, but this is the hourly chart still of the euro. So it's still sitting at 137.20, well, whatever it's sitting at the moment. So we're just going to see what's happening. We've got about 10 seconds to go. I'm going to be obviously managing my trades here. If it starts going against me and really starts coming down, then I'll start to manage my trade. So let's just see. Okay, it's going up at the moment, so that's obviously a good thing. So that's triggering me into more trades as that's going up higher, so I believe. So we'll see what they've triggered me in at. Yeah, okay, so I'm in. So let's have a look. So here's the accounts. It's triggered me in as we've been going higher, so I'm just hoping that we can just run this and see if we can just get a complete breakout, which is what I'm looking for, obviously. And here it's coming. So and then I'll start to loosen off a little bit. 137.80, so it's having a great run, and so it's just now a case of I need to start having a look at taking something off. So let's take one of these off. So let's close out on that one, and I'll just close one off screen. Bear with me. So I just took that one off just because we'd come up. Let's actually bring this just in case this was going to be a spike and then come all the way back down, but so I didn't want, so I just took that one off there. But hopefully now we're just going to carry on going higher and break out. I mean, this is the hourly chart. If I put this into context of the 5-minute chart, you start to see what it's going to look like. So yeah, so far so good. Put the trades in yesterday, and really let's take this back to a 4-hour time frame, and then I have to click on 2 hours first, and then go to 4-hour time frame. So this is where we are, right into these highs. That's why I've just banked taken something off, and we're just going to have to see now if this market can continue through. Let's actually have a look at the daily chart, put it in perspective. So here's the daily now, so it's trying to break, and I'm really looking for this to see if this is going to get up to that 138, and then I'll see from there what's going to happen. So far so good, and we'll just see if we can get a little bit more. So I'll press pause for now. Right, so I've just been managing my positions here, and so I really want to leave this euro dollar as much as I can. I've just banked one of these off the yen. The yen's coming up a bit, so it's not really what I was expecting. It's not coming up too much, but it's coming up a bit. So let's go and have a look at the yen on the hourly chart. I was really looking for that to carry on coming lower, and as it's coming up, I've just banked half. I don't want it to, although I've got my stop at break even at 102.20, or it's a bit above break, better than break even. I don't at this stage want it to come all the way up now, so I've just banked one portion there, and it still means I can hold on to the rest if it does indeed roll over. I don't really want to give all that back as well when you're having a good run, so to speak. So this is the euro dollar hourly charts. Let's go back to the daily charts. Remind ourselves it's trying to break, and if it can break here, if it can hold on today, then it may, or even have a bigger run yet today, then I do think we're coming all the way back up to potentially 139, 140. So we shall see how that's going to play itself out. But there's not really too much more I can do with this right now, so I've just got to sit and wait and watch. And so I had more orders in to trigger me in. Like I said, it was a strategy I had. So I had, as you saw, a couple more orders got triggered in at 137.40 and 137.50. Well, the order was at 55. So I got slipped a pip, blimey. So we're just going to have to see how it goes now. So, but I've taken that one off to pay for itself, because if this was to obviously all come all the way back down very quickly, these two would get into negative territory. So we'll just see what's going to happen. So I'll press pause for now. I'm sure it's not going to be completely plain sailing, and these things never are. So we'll see what's going to happen over the coming hours, I guess. I'll press pause for now. Okay, we're just hitting the round number at 138, so I'm going to take one more off. I'll take one of these latter ones off over here. So I'm just banking a little bit more just as we're hitting the round number. So it's protecting that latter one, and then I still want to try and hold on to a decent portion of this trade. So that's the idea, that's the plan. So just taking that a little bit more at 138. So all good so far. So but I'll keep on coming out to this daily chart, and again, I have my reasons for trading this, or getting into this trade yesterday, and our traders in our trading room will know why I got into this trade. I'm not, obviously I can't show this on a free video update, but very logical, and so the whole analysis has been there for a long time. The market, nothing had changed in the market as far as I was concerned. So the guys in the trading room knew that I was constantly looking at long side opportunities, and so and it's paying out now. So the market, all it did was it went sideways for a bit, had a bit of a flush down, sucked a load of shorts in. All of a sudden, people got very bearish on the euro, only for then the euro to obviously pop up. Now it's not all over yet. We don't know exactly what could happen, but it's looking more likely that this is now going to break out, and we're probably going to see some more follow through. We've obviously got there'll be heavy selling taking place up near 139 if it can get up to 139, but back from the December candle. But for now, it's having a good run, and it's now just a case of whatever happens, I'll have my stops in a position where I cannot lose, even on the remaining positions now, by taking off that little bit element of the profit there. And as for the dollar yen, that can do whatever it wants. But the dollar yen's had a nice rollover. Obviously, good strong Japanese data overnight. So let's have a quick look at the dollar yen. So it's come down overnight, but it's bouncing a little bit here this morning. So that's why I've just banked that little bit of profit. But hopefully this dollar yen's going to roll, and if it does roll, then I'm looking for sub 101. Actually, I'm looking for sub 100. Is what I'm looking for ultimately on that, so we'll see. But for now, I've got a feeling what's probably going to happen now on this euro dollar is if I take us to a 5-minute chart, then we'll probably start get to a point where it's just going to consolidate for hours and hours and hours, and then it might then break higher again. We'll see, but it could just want to consolidate for a long time. So, but we'll see. It's still in a momentum move at the moment. It's all the momentum's with it at the moment. It could just keep on going, but once that dies out, I'll expect it to just go into a consolidation mode now. It's had a blooming good run, and it's now just a case of sitting on it and seeing if I can have, if you have the patience as a trader, whether it can pay out to you to its full potential. And its full potential is still, I think, back up towards that. This zone up here at 139 and then 140, so I'd be wanting to keep some of my position on all the way up to 140 if I can, if it goes that far. Obviously I'll be managing my trade and moving my stops up, but if they don't get taken out, then I'll be looking to run this, or at least a portion, all the way to 140. But I'll press pause for now and we'll see how this. Okay, so it's now coming up to, what's the time here? It's 20 past 11. So I'm going to call this a wrap here today. The euro is doing exactly what I thought it might do. Is just starting to carve out a range on the 5-minute chart, as we can see here, and it could do this for several hours. There's no point in me keeping on with the video update, so I might as well get this out to you. I think if we can hold on the outside of these bands here today, that's a real positive for more upside. And obviously I'm going to try and hold on to some of these positions accordingly. So I've banked about 740 today, obviously up 1200 plus 108 there, so up around about, what's that, 1400 today total. So a nice day so far today, and I can't lose on these positions, on the remaining positions. The stops are in place, so I cannot lose. Whatever happens, I will bank that 740 plus whatever with the if see what happens with the remaining yen as well. So a good day. All comes back to the analysis. It's the most important thing. It's top-down approach, analysis, then trade. Then you get your trades off, your execution from there. So, but we'll cover more of this as we go into next week, maybe on Monday's update. Have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you then.